As you guys already know, top of the month as always. Welcome to the Freedom Cage podcast, where we lock into a free state of mind each and every pay week on all DSD, of course. And to my right, I got my main guy, my ace, my left, my right this week, Shawn, better known as the Singly on all your socials.
You know.
And me, Kenny, also known as King Catholic on all your socials. But today, man,
what's the vibes?
Vibes are right. Can't complain too much.
Yeah, man. Wifey had to send a cake order through Uber, and damn near cost the same amount as the cake, man. Like, just traffic being back, it's no joke. So, Uber's raising the rates, traffic is crazy. I hear you, bro.
I believe it. Damn, sitting the goods through the Uber. I assume you've done it before, but that's not a little scary.
I mean, Uber Eats exists. You know what I mean? It's a whole thing. Okay. You know what I mean? It's a gamble on both ends. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But yeah, it's been very helpful in a lot of cases where it's like, people needed stuff quick, had to make a quick pivot. So, but yeah, them prices, man, they up there.
Hey, man, the delivery fee is not a part of the. Just let them know up front, man. Did all we could.
Oh, that's a fact, man. That's a fact. I was doing a little presentation the other day, and I was like, everybody enjoyed their summer, and he was like, whoa, like we still got technically another week or two, and I was like, yeah, all right, that's cute. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not the summer vibes out there anymore in the general sense of summer.
That's a fact. Yeah. Football's here. Summer's over, man. Like I ain't even. As soon as the football shit click, it's time. Like I ain't even worried about that summer shit no more.
Oh yeah, man. Listen, ladies, I know we announced it last week, but this is just another reminder. You know what I mean? Yeah, I want to say like 24 hours. 24 hours. It's a wrap. You know what I mean? Thursdays. I'm hearing Fridays now. Some Saturdays. And Sundays. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's a wrap. If your man likes football and you don't, things are about to change. And for you ladies that are in new relationships, just understand that it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay.
And ladies, if this is your rookie year with your man, this is your first football season as a unit, man, work on your snacks and things, man. It's okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Man, the weight to the man is through his stomach a lot. You know what I'm saying? So you can hook up some buffalo wings on a Sunday. You might, you know what I mean? You might make it to Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? We'll see.
Big facts. Even if you got to order out, man, you know what I'm saying? Just put that shit together like your own little fake charcuterie board. You know what I mean? It's all good. It's all about the effort. Labor Day just passed. You know what I mean? And it was interesting because, me and the wife were on the way somewhere and we're driving and you can see like, the girls running out the salons. You can see, homeboys running out of their barber shops, shopping and all that. And it was just very reminiscent, being like mid to early 20s, late teens, just running around Flatbush, getting ready for all the parties, all the barbecues, all the fetes. So it was cool to be the older cat now, just kind of like watching everybody like maneuvering in these days, man. It was all right.
You bust a 40-year-old teardrop on these streets.
Oh man. Yeah, listen, I live, baby. I got no regrets. I feel for them now because they're in the social media age, so everything is captured. So it's different.
Everything's captured. Juve, went off without a hitch to my knowledge. They had nothing crazy, but the day of, unfortunately there was a couple of situations over on Eastern Parkway. For those unfamiliar, if you're tuning in outside of the New York area, they do the Labor Day parade this weekend up and down Eastern Parkway. It's usually pretty violent free. Everybody's there for a great time, celebration, libation, good time, good people. Turned a little violent, unfortunately, this past weekend. A couple of people did get hit, unfortunately, with a gun. And I believe one person did pass away as well. So condolences to that person and his family. But I had to check Moms because Moms was out there. She was out over. I think she was over by. She wasn't too far from Franklin, but she wasn't close enough, which was great. But I hit her up, and she was like, "Nah, we still rocking over here." I was like, "You know what? Just stay safe, man. I ain't even. Mom may be outside, so." But
Mom's from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Like, it take a lot to rattle Take a lot to rattle Dorothy.
Yeah, you gotta catch on a terrible day, and it gotta be a bad day for you too.
That's a fact.
Yeah, so
That is a fact, man. So it's interesting, man. My son, of course, is getting older. He's about to start 7th grade tomorrow, man. Time is fucking flying. About to shed a thug tear out this motherfucker.
Let it go, man. Let it go.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. Maybe after the show's over. But me and my wife are really noticing these days that he's really like clinging to us, bro. And it's like it happened overnight. He went from just really being in his room, wanting his own space. Sometimes we had to like come out the room and make sure he was good because he wouldn't really mess with us. But it seems like this year, man, if he ain't on my hip, he on her hip, or he in the middle of both of us trying to bring us all together like one conjoined body.
Family hug
and and it was crazy. Like today, I'm 3 rooms removed from him, and I'm laughing, and all I hear is, "Dad, what are you laughing at?" I'm like, "Yo, stay out my laughing business."
I'm not explaining this joke. Man, it's funny. Kids go through these swings, man, where it's like, I hate you, I love you, I hate you, I love you. You know what I'm saying? You hold on to the love you moments, but the hate you one, just remind them you can cave their chest in. But yeah, man, enjoy the clinging, man, because when he turn, like, when his birthday coming up, when he getting older, like maybe 16, 17, he got the Cash App card on him already. He gonna be like, I'm out, man. I got mad plans outside. I'm gonna hit you when I hit you. So yeah, man, just soak it all in, man, because I heard it doesn't last forever. Like, so soak it in.
Absolutely. So this moment, man, is really for my content creators, and shout out to everybody out there doing their thing, whatever social media platform that you use. Been on Threads a lot lately. It's actually a pretty cool community on there. A lot of good resources, a great way to network and meet people. But we just did the show with Shawn, man. Shout out to Shawn. Great show last week, man. That dude is so inspirational with everything that he does. And I think in getting all the clips ready, getting everything out, I just had a venting moment. I'm asking everybody, give me these like 1-2 minutes to vent. I'm about to say, y'all.
The floor is yours, baby.
F these hashtags. F this link in bio stuff. Click here. Can you share my story? Like, there's got to be a better way. There's got to be a better way to get people to want to engage with you, because that is annoying. I don't know how people do this for like a living. You know what I'm saying? I respect y'all. Those who are getting a bag. Shout out to CC Media. Those of you who are getting your bag in the social media field, kudos to y'all for doing this stuff every day, man. Because sometimes it literally, like, I'll be down there putting hashtags in my professional emails sometimes. Like you get into this
hashtag reply all. Hashtag.
like hashtag going forward. You know what I mean? Like, I give it to y'all for doing this, man. But there has got to be a more seamless way to do this. So yeah, I'm just trying to keep my ear to the ground, watch a lot of marketing, watch a lot of, the way that I see people doing things, because something's got to give at some point. Like I'm pretty sure at some point these hashtags, they're not doing anything. Like, when's the last time you clicked on a hashtag?
I can't tell you. But hey, man, it's there to spread the word about your message. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't, like, the whole day in and day out stuff. Like man, it's tough keeping up with all that. Let alone the hashtags. So what's the popular one? What's the one you want to stay away from? You know what I'm saying? It's rough keeping up, man.
And then another thing I noticed is TikTok used to have like a 200 view jail that you would be in. You would probably get at max 225, 200 views on your videos if you weren't like paying for marketing or just a well-known influencer. It seems like over the last couple of months, it's graduated from the 300 to 600 view range, depending on the relativity of your topic and all of that. But as much as I'm venting, man, I love this shit, and it's something that we're committed to. And listen, we'll talk to anybody. We're gonna keep doing this thing. But that was just a quick vent for all my content creators that probably didn't have the time to do it today because you were so busy creating content out there, man. F these hashtags, man.
These hashtags, man. We need them, but F these hashtags. You know what I'm saying? I stand with you on that one, bro. I stand with you on that one.
Yeah. And one last question before we really get the show started, man. As you interact with people, whether it be professional or just, in general nature, do you feel like sometimes you have to set a difference between your expectations versus someone just not really being able to fulfill the task?
Yes, I let a lot of dead air happen on those moments when for example, even earlier today, someone's super anxious, very anxious to get work going on the house. Hey, when can we start building? You know what I mean? I'm like, sir, we haven't finalized the design yet. I'm not sure what you want to. He's like, yeah, but we spoke about it. I'm like, yeah, are you settled on that? He goes, nah, not quite. I'm like, that's the problem. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, so how quick can we get permits? Then I'm like, if you're gonna just negate the whole process, filing, approval, permits, and skip straight to the goal line, I'm gonna just let the question sit in midair. Just go. Just give him a good 3 to 4 seconds of silence. Like, I'm sorry, did you say what? Yeah, nah, man, no time soon, man. Sorry about that. But I'll keep you updated. There'll be having any updates. But right now, until you finalize this, you got to do that. But yeah, I let some dead air speaks a lot louder than you need to sometimes. That's my move. I let the air speak for me.
Absolutely. I feel like if people want you to answer a question, the first thing to do is to stop talking. I've had people have multiple choice questions where, they ask the question, then there's a layered answer after the question. And I'm just kind of there like, I'll start with A, but then maybe a little bit of C and B. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Was E like a all above? Like, you know what I mean? It's always something.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because I feel like lately, and I'm gonna try and give grace, right? I know people are probably coming off of summer, off of vacations, and a lot of things they're trying to get back into the gist of things. But something's definitely in the air right now where a lot of conversations are just falling short. And I'm doing the same thing you just said. I'm practicing my patience and definitely staying quiet because I know if I keep talking, it's not gonna go good. And
I'm a real big fan of as per my last or previously. I'm trying to be real like, yo, I'm trying to say this as nice as possible, but I hate repeating myself at the same time. So it's bittersweet, man. It's bittersweet. They gonna learn, man. They gonna learn one day or the other. They gonna learn.
Absolutely, brother. So it is September, man, and every month we definitely make notice of awareness recognitions on this show. And September brings National Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. Some recent information I pulled from the CDC. Suicide rates increased approximately 36% between 2000 and 2022. Suicide was responsible for over 49,000 deaths in 2022, which is about one death every 11 minutes. The number of people who think about or attempt suicide is even higher. In 2022, an estimated 13.2 million adults seriously thought about suicide, 3.8 million planned a suicide attempt, and 1.6 million attempted suicide. And just again, this is stats from the CDC, but we also always want to share the resources that are out there. What's most infamous is to contact 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifelines if you're experiencing mental health related distress or are worried about a loved one who may need crisis support. They can call or text 988 or chat at 988lifeline.org.
Those are some interesting stats. To have 13 million people really, put like pen to paper or, take that thought that far. It's scary. It's a scary, scary number. But another thing, as like you said, the FCP crew, we always try to bring awareness to items like this. I believe around this time last year, we was able to drop a special episode with Amarita Verdejo. She's a licensed psychotherapist who owns the company Pathways to Healing and Social Justice. We had, a very good dialogue with her. A lot of tidbits, information, and gems came from her on that episode. So if you got some time this month, if you want to, if you know somebody that needs to hear something, check out episode 64 that we did sometime about a year ago now. But yeah, man, suicide awareness as always. let's do our best to prevent it. If you see something, say something. You know what I mean? But there's always lessons on that.
Yes, sir, man. And shout out to Rita. She's actually building up her own practice. She actually hired, I think, one or two people this year. Really good individual. We really got to see about trying to get her back on here so she can talk about, what she's doing now. And of course, as you said, this is still a very relative topic. So yeah, we'll definitely work on that.
For sure. For sure.
It is also World Alzheimer's Month. So definitely sending recognition to that. And then, of course, it is Hispanic Heritage Month. This is the month where everything gets crazy for the employee resource group that I am a part of in my health system. We have so many good events that are going to be going on. Can't wait to be a part of it. Can't wait to celebrate, man. Shout out to all my people representing the Hispanic or Latin heritage. And if you are with us right now, man, throw your flag in the chat. Let us know where you're from. Represent your country. We want to see. We want to know who's tuning in tonight.
Yeah, if you're Puerto Rican, you see the Dominican flag, don't shy away from it. If you're Dominican, you see the Puerto Rican flag, don't shy away from that. So, I mean, it's all Spanish this month. Everybody's everybody on this one.
That's right. That's right. We all together. Absolutely, man. All right. You can take this next one, man. Very, very somber news out there.
Man, oh, man, oh, man. So I just want to start off by saying, like, as much as I love the internet, I hate it. It's a very finicky sword as far as getting your information in real time versus having a little bit of coof to wait for certain things to hit the line. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, this past week, man, that man Scoop, man, he passed away. I believe late Friday into Saturday night, and like in true Fat Man Scoop fashion, he was doing what he loves to do. He was rocking a crowd. Like he was out in Hampton, Connecticut, and unfortunately, just out of curiosity, the video was out. Click on it, you go to see it. You know what I'm saying? You see him hyping up the crowd like he always does. But like his literal last words, unfortunately, prior to like I guess falling over or losing his balance, was like, "Yo, Hampton, make some noise. You came to party, make some noise." Then he like, kind of killed over. I'm just like, I hate to see that, but I was. And if there's any sort of bittersweet moment, I am happy he got to do what he enjoyed doing while it happened. Because I don't know too many parties I've ever been at where his voice wasn't highlighted over a song that happened, or you didn't hear him say Crooklyn Clan 1,000 times, or my ladies in the back. You know what I mean? Like he gave the song energy. He gave the party energy. He gave the event energy when he was there. But at this time, I don't know. It's just real sad to see. Like, you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm happy he was doing what he loved to do, but at 53 is always way too young in order for that to happen in the way that it did. You know what I mean? So I just want to give condolences to Isaac Freeman III, his family, hip hop. Lost a hell of a one this past weekend, man. But just condolences to the family for sure.
Well said, my brother. Well said. Definitely condolences to the family. Love yours and live. That's all I can add. I think Kenny wrapped it up. Just tragic, man. Love yours and live.
Sad stuff. But what else? Shit, man. On to better news. Happier news. Like if I'm not mistaken, last week I know you said you was gonna go do something with the missus. Did you get a chance to do it? Did you actually do it? Or you just giving that? Yeah. Me and the lady gonna do something. Or you just was like hiding out in the crib?
Boy, let me tell you, man. You know when Fat Man Scoop used to say, "Who's fucking the night? Who's fucking the night?" You know what I mean? Like,
He's like,
that was me that night. You know what I'm saying? Listen, amazing night with the wife, man. I mean, your boy's batting 1,000 right now, bro. Between the trip to Mexico and now, the date night. Just trying to keep this thing rolling. You know what I mean? Got her birthday coming up, so. I'm gonna probably be good till about October. Then I'm gonna be the same old dude around the house. But date night was dope, man. We went to a tavern on the Green out in Paramus, New Jersey. One thing I love about going to places that I've never been before that are in these rich neighborhoods is on the way there. If anything is a motivator for me, Kenny, it is driving through nice neighborhoods. because you realize that shit can get better. Shit can get better, and you just need to keep doing what you need to do, making the right moves, and maybe you'll be a part of this life someday. Because when I tell you, man, this was shit that I've seen on Cribs. I'm pretty sure I drove back by an athlete, a movie star, and probably, you know what I'm saying, probably one of the richest people in New Jersey all at the same time. But I digress. We get to the restaurant. It is really nice. The food was amazing. Pause. The meatballs was on point. And the wife had I believe it was the filet mignon or the ribeye. I had the salmon. They put some miso sauce in there, brother. Oh man, they jasmine rice, the vegetables. Oh man, like it was all good.
When the food's excellent, you'd be like, man, Tippins, no, it's not even a thing. Like, I'm curious about how much I got on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, how much actual free cash I got on. I was gonna pay on my card, but I got some free cash on me. He gonna have it.
Yeah. Yo, man, the drinks were good, man. And then of course, what my wife loves the most, man, dancing, Latin dancing the entire night. They did mix it up way, way, way towards the end. I think with like the last 10 minutes to go, which was pretty cool. But yeah, man. Yeah, all in the same spot.
Oh,
so for the first like hour, it's really you're just sitting down eating. You know what I mean? They bring you your food, and then after that, man, they open up like the middle. They move a bunch of chairs and tables, and yeah, merengue, salsa, bachata. They even did the cha cha out there. Like it was deep. It was deep. Even cumbia. It was a lot going on there.
I gotta ask, man, when a cha-cha slide start, the motion as far as, everybody kind of grabbing shoulders and doing the snake around the whole venue. How's your partner during these situations? Does she make sure she's in the front of you or the back of you to make sure nobody? How's this work? Like,
so the cha-cha they were doing, I believe, is like, you ever seen like True Lies with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah.
Like your partner's in front of you, and then it was that cha-cha they was doing in there.
Yeah. All right. All right. Because I mean, sometimes you get a little touchy on those. Everybody grab a shoulder and just kind of snake through the crowd. It's like, yo, man. My lady don't like people touching my shoulders. I can't. I don't.
He said, I can't
maybe you should get in front of her. You know what I'm saying? I don't want any smoke. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was a dope time. She loved it. I loved it, man. It got us inspired to get back to those salsa lessons that we started like 2 months ago before summertime took over.
I know you say you switched over to the YouTube version of it. Are you still keeping up with those?
Nah, bro. Nah.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. You know what I mean? Hey, what was the saying you said last week? If not today, tomorrow. So, shit.
Oh, day one. One day or day one. You choose.
There we go.
Yeah, hey, fuck you, man.
Your choice. It's y'all choice now. It's not just you. It's a group effort now, baby. It's y'all choice. It's all good.
This guy. Nah, you're right. You're absolutely right, man. Definitely. We will work on that day one. We will.
Mm-hmm. I'll meet you at the gym with it. No biggie. It's all coming down the pipeline. No biggie.
That's it. Absolutely, man. All right. So we're gonna go over into a segment that we've really liked to introduce lately, and it's this can't be real life, y'all. And on today's segment of This Can't Be Real Life, at first, man, like when I first saw this, I think it was on World Star. Before we even get into this, you love your woman. Yeah, I know you love your wife. Y'all been together forever.
Without a doubt.
Would you run 100 miles for her?
Not at all. I don't think I could run 100 steps for her. If I walk 100 steps, you know what I mean? I can have a good pace, but running, nah. And she loves me enough to know that.
So I'm, scrolling through social media, man. And I see this picture here, and I'm like, man, World Star's at it again. They out here driving people. Who the hell would run 100 miles to their girlfriend's house, right? But then, you know how we are on FCP, man. We do our research, so we're not up here spewing no lies. And it really turns out that a San Diego man by the name of Aaron Green actually ran from his house in San Diego to his girlfriend's house in Los Angeles. Now, I know y'all are probably thinking, what the hell? Why? This is lies, Shawn. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Y'all can go look it up on Google as soon as we get off here. His name is Aaron Green. he started running marathons just 2 years ago, right?
Okay.
And he decided one day when he was stuck in traffic driving to his girlfriend's house that, maybe one day I should just run. I would probably get there faster than sitting in the car in traffic trying to get all the way over there. So one day, this guy mustered up the courage to do it. He was sponsored by Jocko Willink, who's a former Navy SEAL and actually onsan energy drink called Jocko Fuel, and supported by Aaron's friends and his girlfriend who were alongside him while he was running. This man proceeded on his journey to run to his girlfriend's house.
So many questions. Like going from car, like how you just skip the whole bike scenario. Like you go straight from car to foot. Like you can see, hey, I want to get rid of this traffic. So a bike could get you through this traffic as well. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think he's thinking about end game here. Because even if you do run somewhere, you got to get back, right? So Absolutely. Now you're gonna run back? You're just going. I'll be back maybe. Like you know what I mean? Like, that's rough. That's rough. If your partner said, "Hey man, I need you to meet me somewhere. I'm 100 miles out. I left your favorite shoes by the door." Is this a trip that you know what I mean? You think you suited and booted, ready? You just fuck it? I can take care of this?
That don't even sound like a person I'd be with.
It's like there's no love here.
like me and my wife look at the remote funny, and that shit be like at the edge of the couch. So I could just imagine her trying to tell me, "Hey man, would you run all the way over here for me?" Like, nah, I don't see that, man. But yo, man, 100 miles, man. Like, so here's the kicker, right? So he does this. He gets to about mile 83 and shit gets thick, right? Pause. Now, this is the first thing that bothered me with that statement. At mile 83 is when you had issues. At mile 3, I be looking at the treadmill like, what am I trying to prove? I'm about to go handle some health insurance for somebody so that they get paid. What am I here trying to do running another mile today, right? But here's the other thing that's going to have you like, what the hell? That first 83 miles he did, y'all, he did it with no music.
She's dating a whole psycho. He hasn't come out his shell yet, but this is Dexter-like activity. Like he's throwing people off boats. He's got to be a superhero at night. Something.
Bro, you remember last week we had Shawn on here and we asked him, would you rather, you know what I'm saying, run with no music or in the gym with no AC and music? And he chose the gym just so he could have music. This dude ran 83 miles, no music. Now, to your point, right? How's he going to get back or anything like that? Now, remember, I told you his friends and his girlfriend were along his side. So they were in a van and just making sure that he had what he needed, all of that. They were along the side with him the whole time. It took 32 hours. 32 hours later, he arrives late. Yeah, bro. He arrives at his girlfriend's front door. You listen, y'all, somebody get this man the entire menu from any restaurant he wants because he earned it. And at that point, you needed 32 hours. I don't care if you had energy bar after energy drink. Nah, bro. It's crazy.
How you go for a 32-hour run? So there's like, you just skip sleeping? Like you just, that's nah. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I tell you what, the box is A1. To have that as either that or what she doing to the steak is crazy. Like, you know, like the way she hook up a steak, nah, we need to be there. I need to be there. Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's a hell of a troop. But hey, kudos to him, the relationship. But hey, unfortunately for her, she is not allowed to do any wrong anymore because he can hold this over her head forever. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, okay, take out the trash, baby. I ran 100 miles to get here. I'm never touching the trash bag again. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He can have standards now. You know, I don't know if she want to be in that kind of situation, man.
But the thing that would kill me is if one day she got the nerve to come home and say, listen, babe, this ain't going to work out. I just feel like you're not putting in enough effort. It's like, bitch, I put in 100 miles for you. I'm not putting in enough effort. Like
32 of them 60-minute things. You better stop fucking with me. I was like, no.
He was like, man, my calves still hurt. It was like 6 years later, my calves still hurt. That's wild.
You don't want to deal with somebody that got 100 miles in the tuck on their legs. Nah, you can't.
Yeah.
They'll never find that evidence. They'll never find that evidence.
Yeah. Well, I think her name is Josie. Josie, let me tell you something. Like Kenny said, watch that man.
Yeah.
Any man that's gonna run 100 miles for you, something's up. You better never tell him this ain't gonna work out, man. It's not gonna end good for you, baby girl. It's not. Mm-hmm. It's not.
And mind you, this is by choice. It wasn't like, like Freddy Krueger or Jason was chasing him. You know what I'm saying? He just said, you know what? I got some really comfortable shoes. I got this. I got the Band-Aid so my nipples don't shave. I could do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, dog. Nah. Somebody should have pulled him off that ledge.
Yeah, no, he deserves that 50 Grey Greek status. 50 Shades of Grey greeting status. 100%.
Red room. Red room time.
Definitely. All right, so keeping things rolling, man. This one is courtesy of Black Millionaires on IG. Shout out to them, always posting a lot of really good content in regards to Black people who are doing great things in the financial field and business. This one is interesting, man. It's very reminiscent of a similar situation where people were questioning the Lakers drafting Bronny James. Toronto's first Black police superintendent was demoted and suspended after admitting that she gave Black officers special treatment when it comes to promotions.
Hey, sometimes we got to deal with the consequences, but we got to take these. We got to take these strides. Continue, my brother. What else happened, man? To this queen. What happened?
That's the comment, man. We won. We got one, y'all. We got one.
That's it.
We got one. I don't even care. I put the rest of this stuff here to talk about it, but at this point, man, shout out to this lady. You know what I'm saying? She did something that we've been talking about for a long time. All right. They have what they call legacies in school. A lot of you probably seen it at jobs where people just come into roles that were created for them and they have no kind of skill for it. So yes, when we have the chance to do the same thing, let me tell y'all something. I don't care if my son doesn't even know what health insurance is. If he wants a job in the healthcare field, he's going to get it. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to give it to him. I'm in a position to help him better himself. That's exactly what the hell is going to happen. And I think that's what anybody should do. But it seems like it's an issue when we do it.
I like that shit. And during the sentencing, it was back in May. It was like, hey, what made you do it? She's like, listen, at the time, these 6 officers just didn't have a fair chance in the process. And her own personal history, her experience with the job, a lot of racial inequity was happening. Just kind of build up, and she was like, "Yo, I feel like I'm at the top of this barrel. I can pull some crabs up." You know what I'm saying? And she did that. Unfortunately, she pled guilty to 7 counts of professional misconduct. Hey, man, all heroes don't wear capes, man.
Nope.
All heroes don't wear capes.
Big facts, man. Shout out to her. Oh man, and I swear, man, like you can't make this stuff up. Continue to find these episodes where they just, but it's different. Ain't nothing different now. Ain't nothing different, y'all.
I got another this can't be real life situation out in Wells Fargo, big company, millions of branches all over the world, financial institution, all kinds of home mortgages, loans, whatever you need. They're usually able to suit your means, right? There was an employee there, 60-year-old Denise Prudhomme, who clocked in on Friday morning, regular, typical day. She has a little cubicle. Day comes, day goes. The weekend goes by. Monday comes and goes. Then they find her body on Tuesday the 20th. She was sitting in her cubicle, unfortunately dead for 4 days, and nobody knew she was there. If there ever was a story needed for, hey, His job gonna be here tomorrow, even if you're not here or not. This is it, bro. Like security, everybody got to get questioned. Like no friends, nobody just stopped by, just like tapped on the shoulder, like, yo, you want to grab some lunch? Like, you want some coffee? I see you sleeping. Like nobody did anything for like these 3 to 4 days. I'm like, that's a little nuts. But when everybody's busy or in their head, or maybe she had a weird rap at the office where she didn't like to be bothered or something like that. But condolences and RIP.
Yeah.
I don't know how she passed away at her seat. I didn't get those additional tidbits, but don't let the job kill you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And check on your coworkers, man. If they're quiet for too long, check up on them, please.
Yeah. That's sad. Mm-hmm. It's a terrible residual effect of the way things are post-COVID. Mm-hmm. Wow. I'm lost for words, bro.
Yeah, I got another sad one for you. A couple years ago, back in 2015 now. Yeah, a couple years ago. I'm talking like it was 98, still feel like it was 6 years ago. But back in 2015, a gentleman named Arthur Booth, he went viral. He had a very emotional courtroom appearance where he showed up, I believe it was like for a robbery or something like that. And the judge happened to be an ex-classmate of his, and she recognized him, through Zoom as far as how the proceedings were going. He kind of broke down in tears. Judge Mindy Glazer was like, listen, what you did was wrong. You got to have to go sit down, do your time. But listen, once you get out, I need you to make sure, this is the last time we see each other in this, in this threshold, in this room, you know what I'm saying? She was there the day he got out, she hugged him, she was, being a real friend. Unfortunately, last week, man, he got locked up again on very similar charges. Very close to almost made the 10-year mark as far as the last situation, but he stepped into the same booth, waiting for the judge, and unfortunately, like, if this ain't fake, it was the same exact judge that seen you 10 plus years ago that you promised you get your life right. But he was there, she was there. She looked at him. She looked at him like, nah, that's the same. Yo, she recused herself. She had another judge come and step in. She's like, listen, I can't do this again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, bad enough is the job that I have where I have to send, people that kind of broke the law to where they got to go, but I can't send somebody I know twice. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but she had to recuse herself and let a new judge come in who stepped in diligently and gave him a couple years as far as the new crimes he's been doing. So hopefully this time around he get his life together. But that is a weird coincidence for you should just not be a thief.
Seriously, like, man, freedom. Freedom there's nothing like it. I don't pray anybody ever has to deal with anything as far as losing their freedom or the threat of losing their freedom. Wow. Yo, man, some people never learn. I don't know. It's like as soon as they get out of trouble, they just know how to get right back in. It's almost like an adrenaline rush for just doing the wrong thing. I can't call it, brother.
Big facts.
Oh, yeah, man.
That's this can't be life segment, man. I've been hoping every week there's nothing crazy happening, but every week is some shit happening.
Big facts. All right. So over to FCP Sports Corner, man. It's going to be very different today, y'all. So we ask that you hang around, man. We're actually going to be going into the U.S. Open. It's been going on for a while here in New York, man. And some notable wins from Americans yesterday. Emma Navarro, who actually eliminated Coco Gauff, but shout out to Coco Gauff. We got nothing but love for her. Nice. Taylor Fritz and Frances Tiafoe all moving on to the semifinal tomorrow. So it's going to be very interesting to see how they fare. I believe they were all underdogs in their matches yesterday, and they all ended up pulling out the W. So very big.
I gotta give a special shout out to Francis, man. The boy shows up. He's in Arthur Ashe Stadium. He turns it on. And like it was weird. Even to get into the qualifying rounds, he had to beat Djokovic. He's like number 2. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's like, I was like, yo, I didn't think he was gonna beat that dude, but he beat him. Then he just been putting on, and all his matches have been like 6'7", 6'5". Like, he's just right there, like going toe to toe with all of these greats. But yeah, like you said, he'll be playing Taylor Fritz. Is it Taylor Fritz?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Taylor Fritz in the semifinal. Yo, if you get this one, man, it's chip time, baby. But hopefully, could get it done for the States, man. It's good to see a black guy getting it done, man. And the boy looks strong too. The boy looks strong.
Yeah, let's not forget, man. You had to go through Ben Shelton, and that was a tough one. That one went down to the wire. To your point, so I expect the same thing tomorrow, man.
Facts.
Yeah, man. And then so it's also Paralympics going on, and I don't know if anybody has ever tuned into Paralympics, but it's really inspirational to see these individuals who are living with disabilities still out there performing and going after their dreams. And the first person we're going to highlight here today is India's 17-year-old para archer Sheetal Devi. She was born with a congenital disorder that caused her limbs to be underdeveloped. She made her Paralympic debut and stunned the world by opening up with a bullseye.
Competition's like, yo, she's first? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Shit is steep, but shouts to her, man. That's what's up. Like, cause it's always I'm always curious to know when you do have some sort of disorder or something of a physical nature, you start testing your limits to see how far you could go in a certain feat. Like, out of all the sports, I wonder what drove her to this one, or what made her go, yo, I could do this. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get good at it, then become like a professional at it, and now to be doing it on an Olympic stage is amazing.
Sounds like you need to send a DM and get on the show, brother. Let's get our questions answered.
How she gonna text me back, bro? What you talking about?
Let's get our questions answered. Yeah, too soon. Way too soon.
My bad.
You know what I'm saying? But listen, just shout out to her for doing her thing, man. This is always really amazing to see. Absolutely, man. And staying on Paralympics, man, the next person we're gonna highlight is Gabriel Arrojo. Claims the backstroke gold in Paralympics, man.
All right. You said the backstroke?
Yeah.
Did you see the by any chance? Did you see this competition live?
Yeah.
How?
I'm telling you, it's amazing how they're able to do it. It's amazing how you're able to do it, man. You know, of course we can't play the video on here because then YouTube will just freeze all the joint once we post. But that's why, you know, I wanted to bring it here because, you know, every day, you know, and I get we're all in different places. I'll always use that disclaimer. Okay, looks like Jessica just won. Shout out to Jessica.
Hey.
So every day we find a reason not to do something. And then you see people who are in these living with these disabilities go out and do the max. So that means that if we have been blessed to be built and born with all of our abilities and faculties about us, we can do at least a little something. Whereas these people are doing things to the max. So it's, at least for me, it's always good to watch stuff like this because it reminds me that there's always more that can be done. And when you actually see them get to this level, how they've practiced to be able to do this, man, it's phenomenal.
That's dope, man. Shouts to him. That level of determination is mind-boggling. That's what's up.
Absolutely, man. And then this next one is just really a quick shout out, appreciation to the coach of the Seattle Storm, Noelle Quinn, man. She just reminds me of that cool auntie that don't play that shit. You know, she's just always real calm and collective, walking up and down the sidelines, but she don't take no shit. She really don't. You know, there was a game where I believe Seattle had played the Fever, and there was something where I think somebody had scored, or no, she had subbed out her players, but then the Fever like kept their players in, and she was like, yo, what are we doing? Like, you know how there's that unwritten rule, like if I sub my people out, you sub your people out. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? And she wasn't with it. She went over to the Indiana Fever coach, and at first she was laying into her. Luckily, you know, at the end it was all peace, or thankfully I should say. But she's dope, man. Shout out to
her. Coaches that stand up for their team outside of the lines, I appreciate that. I really do.
Yeah, big facts, man. And then Tiffany Hayes over on the Las Vegas Aces is balling, man. She's been one of the best additions to that team. They are in a bit of a skid right now. A lot more losses than they had last year, but they're still very much a threat to any team and looking to finally get that coveted three-peat. But yeah, shout out to Tiffany Hayes balling over on the Aces, man.
Facts. As long as they're in the playoffs, they're already clinched. And they got the future MVP already in the squad. Like you said, two chips in the back pocket. I think they'll be able to handle business, man.
Yeah.
I have one more quick. I got a quick WNBA question for you before we move on to the next thing. It's rookie talk, man. It's been heating up.
Mm-hmm.
The year talk.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie, Andrew had me on the ropes for a good first half of the season. Then the rebound, I was like, oh, she got this. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie. This past week that Caitlin's been having, bro, she's been like on a tear. And I'm just like, oh, man, come on, Andrew, we need 30. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need a couple 30 games. You know what I'm saying? But where do you stand right now as far as the rookie of the year so far?
I'm giving it to Angel, man. And the reason why I'm so confident in that is that the minute that she touched the court, she's just been dominant in the paint. Okay. It took Caitlin a while, which everybody pretty much knew she was gonna have to adjust to the game. But Angel has just been dominant. Nothing has stopped her, and you're seeing her get progressively better. Now she's got a jump shot. Yeah, I don't know if you watch. Yeah, the last couple of games, she's got a decent 15-footer, and she's working on her 3-point shot. So, for a rookie to come in and instantly make the impact that she's made, let herself be known instantly, and then sustain that even while losing the way that they've been losing, that to me alone is why you give her that. You know what I mean? And she doesn't. And then I hate to say it, she doesn't have you know what I mean? What is it? A Kelsey Mitchell to kind of take some of the pressure off. Her and Camilla, right?
Everybody said she got Cardozo though. You know what I mean? Like
Cardozo was out for a couple games with a shoulder injury.
Like a good month actually, like a month and a half almost.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's the reason why I would give it hands down to Angel.
Okay, all right. We shall see. All right.
Absolutely. All right, man. Tomorrow, like we said, the NFL season officially kicks off, man. And one of the most beautiful things about it that we will start with is it's going to be 5 straight days, bro, of NFL football.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. I might put. I don't know if my phone has a do not disturb option, but I'm gonna be looking into it tonight to make sure it does. Make sure it's activated. For sure.
Yes, absolutely, man. So one of the dope highlights I've seen out there right now is, 15 black QBs starting in week 1, man. As someone who's played organized football, man, what does this mean to you?
Growing up, it was just Warren Moon, and then then Culpepper showed up for a little bit, then it kind of faded, then it came back, and then Mike Vick came. And he had a situation that kind of disappeared. Like, you know what I mean? So it was never more than 3 or 4 at a time. You know what I'm saying? We never really got and then them meeting up in the playoffs at the same time. It was just unfound. It never happened. You know what I mean? But now having 15 starters, it makes sense. Like the quarterback position has evolved again, where Tom Brady got out just in time, where his skill, his arm strength, and his mental was able to get him over the quarterback hump. But Mahomes and Jackson able to have that same mental hump, but also be able to get away from a 280-pound person running a 4.4. Yeah, I mean, you got the game developed a bit. You know what I mean? So you got to get quicker athletes at this position, smarter athletes at the position, and they rise into the cream of the crop, man. Shouts to everybody.
Absolutely, man. All right, so I gotta ask you, man. Ravens, Chiefs kick things off tomorrow, man. What do you think? Because Ravens clearly have gotten better.
Ravens have gotten better. Here's my stick with that. Like, I need the Chiefs to win because I need Jackson to take the Super Bowl. It's weird. Like, you can't have both. Like, it's very rare to get the undefeated season and beat the Giants. Like, you can't do both. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't. Something's got to give. Something's got to give. You know what I'm saying? So Lamar has to lose week 1 in front of everybody watching this game in order to, lift up the trophy in February. So be it. You know what I'm saying?
Small sacrifice, right?
Small sacrifice, man. Hey, it's okay being 16-1. That's a number. That's a goal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we could do that this year. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we lost that first one. It set us back. But, oh, man. game tape has been real since. You know what I mean? But I'll play it this. I'll play this week that one. But yeah, the parlays are in Mahomes' favor too. So yeah, I'm gonna go for KC, man.
Gotcha.
Who you got on an early matchup?
I agree. I think the Ravens are going to get it, man. I don't know what it is to start the season. The Chiefs have just always kind of been, still punch drunk off the Super Bowl. Patty Mahomes with the dad bod, you know what I'm saying? Got Travis Kelce out here with the 80s porn star mustache. It's going to be interesting. And then they both got so much going on outside of football. The Kelce brothers just signing that crazy contract with Amazon for their podcast. And then, of course, Mahomes is Mahomes, man. I mean, there's nothing this boy can't do. So it is going to be interesting to see how that hunger arrives here tomorrow. And, yeah, I don't know, man. I think the Ravens sneak one out.
You know what that means then, right? Boy, we get a three-peat, man. God damn, he's good. Like, he's gonna catch Tom in 3 years. Like
he might as well retire after that. He could retire after this one. What's left?
He can retire after the three-peat. He's like, yeah, Tom ain't do it. Like, I'm not gonna catch up, but he ain't do this. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's possible. It's definitely possible.
Hell yeah. Absolutely. Okay, so we're gonna go over the TV shows, movies, and music recommendations, man. Anybody who watches Hulu, Reasonable Doubt is back. It's this really cool show about this lawyer who's just going through all his different relationship issues and interesting issues with her friend. The first season ended really dramatic, and the second one kicks off even crazier. I think it's about 3, maybe 4 episodes in. So if y'all haven't checked that out, man, make sure y'all check that out. Reasonable Doubt on Hulu.
Nice. Okay. All right. When you said Reasonable Doubt, I was like, ooh, Jay-Z got a doc. But nah, something else.
You know what's crazy? I listened to the B-Sides performance the other day, man. I was almost late for work.
Good stuff. Boy's good.
Definitely. And then over on Netflix, man, last night when wifey went to sleep, I got the chance to check out the that Untold series, The Sign Stealer. This is the story of Connor Stallions from Michigan, the guy who was accused of sign stealing. The story is actually really interesting. I don't know how much research you did in it when it first got out, but it was a very interesting documentary.
Yeah, I was too big of a Michigan fan to dig into the minutia of it. I was like, nah, that's all hearsay. You know what I'm saying? I was a Tom Brady fan. Like, who plays balls? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just some things you kind of ignore until the championship's over. Like,
I feel you, man. I feel you. But yeah,
I saw the cover art though. I was a little upset. I was like, damn, if I didn't know who did it, I know now. You know what I mean? I like circled them and shit, put an arrow on the man's head. I was like, the boy has kids. Like, Jesus Christ.
Man. Yeah. And Connor's actually in it. He's telling his part. They're talking to like a bunch of reporters. I think a former player. So it's actually really good. You got to see it from multiple sides.
Similar to you, I'm gonna have to wait till Jen go to sleep to catch that one.
Yeah.
You know how that goes.
It's life, man.
It's life, man. We've adjusted.
Yeah, man. All right, so before we get up out of here, man, just big announcement, man. Family vibes, man. FCP presents Beyond Business with Ramel Lee, managing partner, RD Lee Capital Partners. Listen, we've seen Ramel do so many amazing things, being a part of this family and now in business and in investing. And he's at that level where he is trying to give back to people with the knowledge who are willing to pull in the work. So he has graciously blessed us with this episode to sit down and talk about him hosting his first webinar, him actually giving his first investing pitch. And, you'll get to hear that episode. So that will drop on the 15th. And then we'll have him live here on FCP Live on September 18th. So make sure you check out the episode on the 15th. So when he joins us on Wednesday, you got any questions? Yeah, you want to know more.
Ask a man in the flesh. Ask a man in the flesh.
That's right. So it's very important, y'all. For all the stuff that we talk on here, we always try and bring a lot of knowledge, a lot of information. and we hope it's beneficial to y'all. But this one here, man, when I'm telling you, when you're talking about financial freedom, when you're talking about changing your life, this is one brother who's already done that. It's shown, it's proven, and we are bringing it here for y'all, man. So set your calendars. Make sure you go subscribe to our YouTube channel, man. You do not want to miss this one.
Can't wait. It's gonna be dope.
All right, brother. Any words before we get up out of here?
Listen, man, if you ain't ironing the kids' clothes yet for tomorrow, go do that. You know what I'm saying? They got school tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Make sure the long box is set. If it's one of your youngest kids going for the first time, bring your tissues with you. You know what I'm saying? Just in case you got to tear a drop or two. You know what I mean? And listen, if it is your first kid, if it is your child's first time in a school environment, it's okay to let them cry, man. It's cool because they're gonna cry anyway. But you gotta get the fuck up out of there. It's not your job no more. You gotta drop them off, let them clock in for work they're not getting paid for. But yeah, man. School's back. Be easy. Just be easy. Make sure your PTO days is on check. Make sure the nurse got your number. You know what I'm saying? Like, yep. stay close. Put your shit on loud. I know you're a vibrate guy all summer. Pause. But yeah, you gotta keep your phone on loud in September. The first month at least. Make sure all the cobwebs is out.
Yeah, man, absolutely. And just remind your kids, man, there's a lot of kids out there who are different. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. We are living in a completely different world now. Just have a little awareness, little kindness, and, just, go there to learn. That should be the main focus. Everything else will work itself out. Shout out to all the parents out there who are doing it by themselves. We have no idea what you're going through, so we appreciate you. We know that you are the backbone to everything that happens. So this is our special shout out to you for doing your thing, man. And yeah, this is that tough time now where, the kids are going to come asking you questions and you're like, I finished school already. This is your shit. You go finish. You go figure that out.
I can't wait. I can't wait to go. Well, what did the teacher tell you today? That has been my line for like 7 years straight. It's like, what you learned today? Like, not this. It's like, well, what do you want me to do?
Yeah. And in that same light, man, shout out to the educators, yo. We don't give them enough props, man. Shout out to the educators. You know what I mean? All the teachers, all the speech pathologists, all the people that are out there just making sure that they care enough for these kids to teach them the right way to deal with their attitudes, even though they don't need to. I don't think y'all get enough shine, enough recognition for what you do, especially the ones that, communicate through these apps efficiently, keeping us in tune with what's going on in the school when they acting up in school, and we know before they even get home. So we love y'all, man. Keep it up, please.
We need y'all.
Yeah.
We need y'all. It's an underpaid gig. We need y'all.
Big facts, man. And bus drivers, man. Can we get a consistent time? I totally get it. You don't control the road. You know what I'm saying? You don't control the road. I know you don't control the road. But you can't have a kid up at 6:45 and then show up at 7:20. That's nuts. That's nuts.
Hey, man. It was there's any cancellation. It was a school bus in front of me that had to stop for us. So.
You know what I'm saying? And then they got the nerve to pull up to your crib and be like, hurry up. What you mean, hurry up?
No, sweet time down these steps. Sweet time.
And listen. When they get cold, they be having a nerve. You be running. Yo, you ever seen the funniest shit I ever seen is my wife running out in a robe, giving the bus driver the business for him rushing her. This shit is hilarious. I'm looking through the window with my coffee, just like,
it's like, you done got him mad again. Oh shit!
That kind of smoke. You don't want that kind of smoke on bacon, man. Nah, bro.
Before the coffee,
I don't get it. I don't get it. To me,
I wish that on nobody.
To me, at this point, there's so much technology out there. These bus drivers should be on apps by now. There should be an app that tracks the bus driver like Uber. You know what I'm saying? So when they about to pull up, boom.
Gotta call timeout on that because you know where that starts. You know where it's going to end, right? Hey, Shawn, I thought you be here by 8:15. Your phone says you're not here yet. Like, what's that about? He's like, fam. This is not. No,
The bus driver, really?
No, I'm talking about your job. Nigga. Like they're gonna start looking for you.
Oh shit! No. I'm talking about bus drivers only. Oh yeah. Just bus drivers only. Yeah. Nah, we just want to make sure you get there on you. We know when you're outside.
He said, "I'm a solo venture. I don't I don't got to report to nobody." He said, "If you are responsible for more than 5 people on your way to work, you should have tracking on."
That's it.
I got you.
All these people just giving you their kids' lives to take them to school, and they just like, I hope you come back. You know what I'm saying? That's a real fear every morning that we don't think about as parents. We just be like, see you later. Like, we don't know if we're going to see him later. It's crazy.
A yellow school bus could be a white van just like this.
Just like that. Just like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but no, we don't want to scare you at the FCP, man. The kids will have a good day at school tomorrow. The yellow bus is indeed a yellow bus. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be all right.
Oh man, that's
but if you don't trust them, put an air tag in their bag. You ain't hear that from me. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. Just throwing it out there.
Big facts, man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the show where you are now released back into your regularly scheduled programming. Corporate life, parental life, entrepreneurship, whatever it is that you do, we salute you. I'm Senor Lee. I'll see you next pay week where we lock back in to a free state of mind.